had to have made the first step to end it.
I left.
You left.
I did.
Thank you.
I had loved myself a little more. I probably would have left a little earlier. Overcome that. I know we both did quite a bit of damage to each other.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Yeah, by almost every single one of my girlfriends.
Oh.
Emotionally, yes. Very,
Wow.
very much. And my first girlfriend, physically, yeah.
How do you find out about the emotional cheating?
Like everyone does.
Cole Sprouse walking into that relationship like it was an indie film, but turning it into a psychological thriller nobody signed up for. Picture this, 2 young stars on a hit show, caught up in what fans thought was an on-set fairy tale romance. But behind the camera, a masterclass in gaslighting wrapped in thrifted flannel and vague poetry. Cole went on Call Her Daddy and basically said, "Yeah, I dumped her because she didn't love herself enough. Excuse me, therapist cosplay much?" That's like setting a house on fire and then blaming the floor plan. He painted himself as this brooding intellectual burdened by fame, while subtly casting Lily as the unstable one. Talk about deflecting with a middle part haircut. Fans weren't buying it. Social media exploded, and guess what? Lily started liking tweets about emotional abuse. Coincidence? More like a digital mic drop.
Cole Sprouse recently accused Lily Reinhart of cheating on him. He was on the Calling Her Daddy podcast, and he accused Lily Reinhart of cheating on him, and also said that every girlfriend he's had in his life has cheated on him at some point in time. However, what's weird is that all of Lily Reinhart's fans are coming out and supporting her, saying that Cole Sprouse was troubled and that he wasn't a good boyfriend, so of course she cheated on him because she had to find love somewhere else.
Cole tried to own the narrative, but all he did was give us a crash course in how not to talk about your ex on a podcast. Plot twist. Cole's not just the quirky ex-boyfriend with a Polaroid obsession. Enter Bree, his ex who didn't just spill tea. She dumped the whole kettle. Bree claimed her relationship with Cole left her with PTSD. And not the dramatic, "I can't believe I watched Riverdale" kind. Real emotional scars. She said he was controlling, manipulative, and oh yeah, her bisexuality was treated like a threat, not a part of who she is. And before the stands could say receipts or it didn't happen, Bree had them. Screenshots, stories, emotional aftermath. But here's where it gets messy. Cole's fan base turned into the FBI, trying to discredit her instead of listening. So not only did she survive the relationship, she had to survive the PR war that followed.
Lily Reinhart's new boyfriend makes fun of Cole Sprouse in a recent interview. So this is Lily's new boyfriend. And if you remember, Cole Sprouse went on Call Her Daddy a few weeks ago when people were making fun of him because of the cigarette. So this is what her new boyfriend just did.
Why did the relationship with your girlfriend end?
I don't want to place judgment on anyone.
What?
Less celebrity drama and more emotional crime scene. And what did Cole do? Silent as a Tumblr blog in 2013. Classic deflection or guilty conscience? We'll let the silence speak. The man, the myth, the walking contradiction. 1 minute he's bashing fame like it's the flu. The next he's striking a pose for a fashion mag spread like it's America's next top narcissist. He says he hates being recognized, but somehow never misses a chance to post a moody black and white photo, captioned like it came straight out of a sad boy fortune cookie. Fame is a prison, he whispers while cashing checks and booking red carpets like they're therapy sessions. Let's not forget his signature move, talking down to fans while building a brand off fans. It's giving, I hate attention, but look at me. He's like that one guy in a philosophy class who tells you materialism is evil while wearing $700 boots and sipping a $9 oat milk latte. Every interview sounds like an audition to be the next misunderstood villain in a Netflix original. But plot twist? We already saw the pilot, and the acting's a little forced. Oh, and the faux intellectual energy? Breathtaking. He'll reference Nietzsche, then turn around and quote a meme. One day he's talking about the horrors of Hollywood, the next he's dating someone he met on set. We get it. You're deep, bro. Just maybe not as deep as you think. It's not mysterious, it's confusing. Like watching a TED Talk hosted by a guy who peaked during Tumblr's golden age. Cole Sprouse talks like he's auditioning to be the lead in a Wes Anderson film and the professor no one asked for in Philosophy 101. You know the type. The guy who reads Nietzsche once, buys a leather journal, and starts saying things like, "We are but fragmented echoes of a society that's forgotten how to dream." Bro, you were on Riverdale, relax. He wants you to think he's not like other celebs, he's deep. He smokes a pipe, wears glasses he doesn't need. Probably sips absinthe while reading Baudelaire in a Brooklyn loft filled with antique maps and unwatered succulents. It's like if hipster energy and the ghost of Tumblr past had a baby. And that baby grew up to quote Oscar Wilde on Twitter with zero irony. But here's the gag. Whenever he opens his mouth to flex those intellectual muscles, it's usually just recycled hot topic philosophy sprinkled with big words and lukewarm takes. It's giving college freshman who just discovered Plato and now thinks he's above group chats. He once said being a child star gave him a different ontological relationship to reality. Translation, I'm famous and weird. Please clap. This whole torture genius aesthetic, it's curated meticulously, like a museum of red flags arranged by ego. And when fans try to challenge him on anything, he hits them with condescending essays disguised as captions. Bruh, not every Instagram post needs footnotes and a thesaurus. Sometimes just say vibes and go. Cole Sprouse has made a whole personality out of pretending he's allergic to fame. You know the type. He walks around like being rich, attractive, and famous is some kind of tragic burden. Meanwhile, he's doing photo shoots in vintage bathtubs and moonlighting as a sad boy photographer for brands that cost more than your rent. The irony? He's exactly like other celebrities, just with more turtlenecks and a thesaurus. He's the guy who'll say fame is toxic right before hopping on a podcast to spill tea for clout. He'll wax poetic about hating the Hollywood machine while actively feeding it. And that paparazzi stalking he complains about? Funny how they always catch him looking editorial ready outside niche bookstores in Soho. Coincidence? Or just really convenient lighting? It's the same energy as someone posting I hate drama with a paragraph-long notes app post subtweeting their entire friend group. Cole wants the perks of celebrity life, front row at Fashion Week, branded whiskey collabs, Gucci suits, but none of the responsibility that comes with it. When fans call him out, suddenly it's, you don't know me, followed by a 19-slide Instagram story explaining the philosophy of being misunderstood. Bro, it's giving brooding barista energy with Wi-Fi. And let's not ignore how he subtly puts down other celebs for doing what he's literally doing. Selfies? Narcissistic. Branding. Materialist noise. But somehow when he does it, it's art. Groundbreaking. Revolutionary. Yawn. I survived Disney. Now let me emotionally confuse an entire generation with Riverdale. And for a minute, we bought it. The brooding jughead, the beanie, the tragic inner monologue that sounded like it was ripped straight from a film student's projected thesis. Iconic. But let's be honest, that show went off the rails faster than a CW budget cut. And Cole? He clung to it like it was prestige TV. Here's the gag, the man can act. We saw the potential. We rooted for the comeback. But instead of evolving, Cole decided to coast, delivering the same deadpan, tortured artist performance on a loop, while the plot threw in aliens, cults, time jumps, and musical numbers no one asked for. It became less about storytelling and more about seeing how much nonsense Jughead could narrate in a single voiceover. Then came the brand building. Instead of chasing juicy, career-defining roles like his peers, shout out to Zendaya and her Emmy shelf, Cole dipped into softcore photography, moody whiskey ads, and awkward interviews that felt more like therapy sessions with an audience. And when people started asking, bro, what's next? He hit us with vague metaphors and eye rolls. Sir, we don't want a soliloquy, we want a solid film credit. And let's not forget the indie flicks. You know, the ones that drop at Sundance and never make it past an A24 intern's email trash folder. He's out here playing misunderstood loners like it's a personality quiz. But at some point, the tortured artist shtick turns into just bad acting with mood lighting. At some point, Cole Sprouse decided that his real talent wasn't acting. He was pondering deeply, publicly, loudly, and thus began the philosopher bro era. You've seen it. The shirtless mirror selfies with captions like, time is a colonial construct, or a photo of a cloud with a 300-word monologue on entropy and lost love. Aristotle and Doc Martens. Let's be clear, we love a thoughtful king. But here's the kicker, fans started seeing through the smoke machine. Wait, is he saying anything? Or just saying everything so vaguely that it feels deep? Spoiler alert, it's the second one. And when real issues popped up, suddenly our philosopher prince had nothing to say. Mum's the word when it's time to get real. So Cole, if you're watching this, you probably are. Hello to your publicist. Just know, the internet remembers, the screenshots are forever. And the next time you decide to go on a podcast to spill your truth, maybe leave out the part where you casually rewrite history in a flannel and a fake philosophical quote. Because while your Riverdale character survived multiple deaths and plot holes, your real-life persona might not survive another hot mic moment. Thanks for coming to this emotional roast. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't date emotionally unavailable photographers. Mic drop.